All right, we got some breaking news out of the NFL with trade deadline day approaching on November 1. The Jets have acquired James Robinson from the Jaguars for a conditional 6th-round pick. This comes according to NFL Network. On Sunday, the Jets did lose Breece Hall, who had looked fantastic in his rookie season. That was lost to a torn ACL. In 7 games this season, Robinson has rushed for 340 yards and has 4 total touchdowns. All right, joining us now with instant reaction, the 2-time Super Bowl champ Bryant McFadden. B-Mac, when you take a look at James Robinson and maybe the way he had fallen out of favor in weeks past with Jacksonville, really turning towards Travis Etienne as more of the feature back there, it fills a need for the Jets here. What are your reactions here on both the player and team side of this deal?
Well, team-wise, this was huge for the New York Football Jets because they rely so much on running the football. That has been their identity offensively. Run first, pass second. And losing a guy like Breece Hall, oh, by the way, who's having a fantastic year, you needed to try to add some depth at that position behind Carter, getting a guy like James Robinson, who was expendable based on how well Travis Etienne was performing for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is huge because when James Robinson has been healthy, he's been a bowling ball type of running back, very, very productive, a guy that always tend to fall forward, and he can do some nice things in between the tackles, not to mention catching the football out of the backfield. So I think this will be a match made in heaven. The issue or concern that I have, how fast will he get acclimated to what they do there in New York in regards to the offense? But just the player and the scheme that he's going into, this should be an ideal situation for both the player and the organization.
Yeah, I think the fit is obvious here. As you said, sometimes learning a new offense is like learning a new language. We'll see how quickly Robinson get up to speed and start speaking that language. But what does this tell you right now about the way that the Jets front office views their team? It seems like you immediately fill a need less than 24 hours or right around 24 hours after a substantial injury to your offensive attack. Does this tell you that the Jets front office feels like the window is now open to win?
No question, Joe. They only got 2 losses. They 5-2. Jumping for joy. Everyone in New York should be jumping for joy. Even if you're a Giants fan, you should be happy for the Jets and vice versa. Jets fans should be happy for the Giants because they're in unfamiliar territory. So with that being said, you don't want to wait around to see exactly what you have on your roster. You know what you need to do. You know how you want to do it. So let's go ahead and make a move right now. Don't wait because clearly, like I said, James Robinson was expendable. We don't know if there were other teams that were looking to try to acquire him. So just waiting around and being patient is not the thing to do. The window is open because so far this season, the Jets have exceeded all the expectations that we all believe that was going to be there for them. So within that organization, they've done a real good job in assembling a nice roster on both sides of the football, and their calling card has been running the football. And I understand Carter has done some pretty good things so far in his career, but clearly he's the type of running back. He needs a teammate. He needs a mate that can kind of defer and get some of the opportunities when he's not in the lineup. So I like the duo that they have. This is an opportunity for the Jets to continue to stack win on top of wins. And if they continue to do so, you better believe running the football will be the best way for them to do that.
It's going to be an interesting running back room when everybody is back to health, but it's James Robinson making his way to East Rutherford, goes from standing next to one second-year quarterback to a different one. Bryant McFadden, we thank you. And don't forget, there's more BMAC to be had as BMAC and P2 sit down with some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment week in and week out on All Things Covered. Can't miss conversations with some very big names. Join the entertainment right now. Download and subscribe. All Things Covered.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.